All right. Hey, happy Monday. October 28th. We're in Romans chapter 13, verses 8 to 10. Do not owe anyone anything except to love one another. For the one who loves another has fulfilled the law. The commandments: do not commit adultery, do not murder, do not steal, do not covet, and any other commandment are summed up by this commandment: love your neighbor as yourself. Love, therefore, is the fulfillment of the law. Love your neighbors. All right. You know, anytime I hear that phrase, I think of my childhood. If you have any experience with children's Sunday school, vibration, or Bible study, we know the story of the Good Samaritan. It's in Luke chapter 10, verses 25 to 37, and Jesus uses this parable to illustrate a number of things, and we'll consider some of those things by extension this week. We have spent the last few weeks considering the priorities established by God in the commands to love God and to love your neighbor. And we will examine further the context in which Paul relates this command in Romans, and specifically in Romans chapter 13. And I've asked myself and everyone else what love looks like. I mean, as we consider the command, love God and love your neighbor, what does love look like? How do we love? And how is love, and specifically our love, received by others? See, the text above provides an interesting contrast in our thoughts of love. So I'm going to encourage you to read this passage a couple of times. Think to yourself how you might explain it to someone else, because it's easy to say love your neighbors, but what do we mean? Do you have any thoughts on that first part, do not owe? See, I think it could be important, and a reading of chapter 13 from verse 1 might be helpful in understanding the context that God, by inspiration, and Paul presents to us in love your neighbors. That's what we're talking about this week. Woo! See you tomorrow.